That's experience. So my experience, because of all the mistakes I made and things that didn't work, I learned a lot that didn't work. If both you guys do research on cancer, and he works for 2 years, he finds a lot of things that don't work. And you read his book, and you find you come up with something that does work, in a year, you get a Nobel Prize. I think he too deserves a Nobel Prize if he finds out what doesn't work. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But if you have 100 scientists working on heart disease and you come up with an answer reading their books, they all deserve the best. They're all working to prevent fires, accidents, heart disease. You know what I mean? I don't look at people as, if you come up with an answer, you might be lucky, not necessarily better than the other researchers. You may come upon something, you wonder when maybe a bee stinger would work and decrease heart attacks, or pain, or mercury might do it. And you try all these different things. If one of them works, you're a great scientist. That's such bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Although the society that does that is sincere, they don't know any other system. I don't say they're bad, they're just poorly informed. In the future, everybody doing research will be honored and treated well. And instead of a Nobel Prize, all the labs are given more equipment, hoping that in your studies you may find something. There's no way to know whether, for certain physical disorders, they use certain poisons. There's no way to know that. You try it on an animal and it dies, then you try it on a chimp and it dies, so you don't try it on a person. When a guy says, I'm against experimenting on animals, I say, what do you suggest? I don't know. Well, what, you want to take the first shot? If your person doesn't suggest anything, just they're against experimenting on animals, that's not enough. But if I tell people you shouldn't use chemotherapy on cancer or radiation therapy, the suffering is enormous. They say, well, what do? You remove cancer from a person that died of cancer and you keep it alive in you know what a petri dish is? A big circulating petri dish, and you treat the cancer. When you control it, then you can use it on people. They don't even think that way in the medical field. They work on people. They don't keep arms alive by artificial circulation. You know what I mean? Or if a guy has a brain tumor, they try to cut out that area of the brain. Doctors themselves are not broad enough in their education. So when we train doctors in the future, they'll be trained in electronics, circuit design, so they can approach it without chemotherapy and chemicals only. You know what I mean? You have a broad electronic approach. And not only electronics, but other forms of energy, nutritional systems. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So the doctor becomes a generalist, not a surgeon. He knows many things. If you understand what I'm talking about, the future will be very different than it is today.
Yeah.
Fire away.